Mac, to be honest, guys. It's pretty shitty. Did the camera go away? No, it didn't. Okay. What's up, guys? What's up? Obviously, Luca's not here. Luca looking different, I know. What do you do, Luca? Yeah, he is traveling. So I am just chilling right now at his crib, watching his dog. But obviously, he's going to be back. A good from that London session. Thank you, Sal. Yeah, guys, we caught an absolutely amazing trade yesterday in London. It actually started with a loss, but nonetheless, we stayed strong to the bias. If you saw my story, you guys know what we took. Absolutely ripped. I don't know what happened last night, guys. Let's just kind of go right into it. Let me... Hold on. Give me 1 second. I just hate Mac, guys. I hate it. All right, so can you guys see the screen? Hopefully. Give me 1 second. I want to just capture a window. Give me 1 second. So, yeah, OBS does not like me today, guys, whatsoever. Boom. Okay. Perfect. All right. Hope that's not good. Give me 1 more second, guys. Sorry, I gotta do this for YouTube. I got to. Still looks a little scuffed. It is what it is. Did I close YouTube? All right, there, we're good. New face power. What's good, Nick? Yeah. Okay, hopefully screen's good. Hopefully we're set. I don't know if we are. Think we're good. All right, we're gonna rock with it. Nonetheless, yes, new face. If you're in YouTube, Euro and Legacy, what is? I think it's just Euro. Look up Euro USD. How you doing? What's up, Guru? Ivan, what are we trading? Probably NAS. I like NAS a lot more. Again, the NAS I was talking about last night, what I was talking about last night is, I don't know what happened on all markets. If you're on my London stream last night, if you guys don't know, I do go live on London. There was just a shit ton of volume that stepped into the market on all markets. I mean, Forex pairs, UK 100 DAX, NAS, it just absolutely ripped. Why? I don't know. There was no news, no scheduled news at least. I didn't see any tweets from Trump. So I really don't know what went on. I really don't know. But nonetheless, we're kind of going to go over the bias for today, where I am looking for shorts. Okay, the reason I'm going to be looking for shorts, and I was already anticipating shorts earlier when I was looking at the markets around like 10:30, just because of the fact that we did end up creating this bearish leg. We are bearish during the remainder, or coming out of London into New York, kind of giving me the direction for the day. Nonetheless, doesn't mean price can't go higher. We still have New York highs up here, didn't get swept, London as well, but nonetheless, we're starting to now flip bearish. So I'm going to be looking for a potential move down. But nonetheless, one thing I'm also noticing is that even though that we can expect from a higher time frame standpoint that we want to go down, I just like using the fib to identify, okay, within this last bearish 1 minute leg, or at least this swing structure, we're pretty overextended, right? We broke this low. We know that price has been selling off for a while. Obviously, nothing says it has to stop selling off, but nonetheless, if we get some type of buying opportunity to facilitate a pullback before the remainder of the move continues to short, great, we're going to do that. It's a temporary trade, or it's a short-term trade, I should say. And if we get confirmation for that, which is pretty much just another leg higher, we can look for some type of entry into 50%. If not, we'll wait, see if price continues to come down, maybe capitalize on some sells. So you know, when you know, call out what, yeah, when I know, of course, I'm going to call out my stop loss points, and I'll tell you guys. Yes, Johnny. Here. I'm going to be looking for potential buys. Not going to lie to you guys. But here, Johnny, And this is for all of you guys too. Johnny was talking about instant accounts. Instant funding accounts are now on Legacy. And again, you can use code Nick. They're honestly pretty cheap right now, I'd say. And if you use code Nick, they're even fucking cheaper. So I am going to be trading on Legacy, yes. But yeah, talking about the instant funded accounts, you guys can definitely go take advantage of those. Again, no evaluation, none whatsoever. So use code Mark gives you 25% cap. I bet you if you did code Mark, code Nick, it'd be the same amount. Yeah, I'm always asleep. Yeah, guys, it's rough during London sometimes. I can't lie. Trust me, Guru. If Mark is 25%, I'm 25%. If I'm 15, Mark's 15. That's definitely the goal. Let me disable streamer mode. That's definitely the goal, Waldy. So I'd say in the near future for sure it's something that we are planning on, or at least looking forward to. What we trading? We're trading NQ. So who's winning the challenge? Oh, I mean, I don't know who's winning. I haven't talked to Chris or Mark. Oh, we're getting some potential longs here. What time is it? 12:08. It's a pretty big stop. Can't even lie. But I'm not in yet, guys. Bad reaction. If we had an actual like full bullish engulfing candle, we could be looking for a rip off the jump. But I don't like that top wick, so we're just waiting. Just waiting. See how price closes. What's US 30 doing? Do you guys know? Yeah, I don't know who's winning the challenge. Could be me, could be Chris, could be Mark. Are we looking for Nas buy or sell? I'm looking for buys today. Will Luca be on for Asia? He will be. The thing is, where he's at right now, the time difference is just harsh for power hour, but he's good for Asia, so don't worry about that. I am in Mamba's trading competition, yes. Who's talking about it? Like, tell me right now, who told you guys all this shit? Legacy Phillips with Dave Almonte. Yeah, it's definitely something I've been talking to them about as well, Guru. When we selling, it depends. Like, again, like we have been selling for a while. I think we could potentially facilitate a pullback before continuation or before continuing that sell off later into the day. Like, again, from like a long-term standpoint, I am more bearish than anything, but nonetheless, just because the higher time frames are bearish doesn't mean that we're not going to facilitate these pullbacks on these lower time frame legs. So we'll see what happens here. It's a big stop, but nonetheless, we still get our 101. All right, I should be paying attention here. I might just hop in some buys here, guys. I look, you want to see price break these highs still and see how this candle actually closes. But nonetheless, I think I'm going to hop in for contracts if we do get a nice close above and see if we can rep. I'm not in yet. Not in. Yeah, 45 points. I don't go fixed slot. Def chopping, then with code Mamba and code Nick. Chris is good, but y'all better. I appreciate that. Guys, like you can have a shorter stop. Like you don't have to have the same stop, but nonetheless, I'd rather secure that 101 and have a structural stop at some type of structural low rather than having a fixed stop potentially getting taken out on the first move. Yes, you may win the next move, but nonetheless, either way, it's either I win or lose here, right? It's either when we enter, it's going to come down to a structural stop. All right, guys, I hopped in buys here. Obviously, stops at the lows. We're going to let it run. See if we can get a risk-free trade about halfway to TP, and we'll see from there. quick trade. So we'll see what happens. Obviously, I want to see a nice little bullish push here. We're kind of wicking it, but nonetheless, I'm seeing this nice bullish pressure from the get-go, just seeing kind of price starting to hesitate at this low. It just gives you an early idea or an early sign that price does not want to go further. Right? If price wanted to go lower, it's going to continue to push with very good bearish momentum. Obviously, there's times where we can have these small corrective pullbacks that then continue to lower prices. But nonetheless, we know that in majority of the times, at least I do, price is bound to come up and facilitate a pullback into equilibrium. It makes the most sense, right? Because again, you guys heard the term all the time, buy low, sell high. Again, institutions and banks aren't going to go and continue to sell price off at a discounted rate. Yes, they can, because it may not be that discounted, but nonetheless, it's a higher probability that price will be pushed into a premium price before then continuing back down into a discounted rate. But again, you guys can definitely have a fixed stop, but there's still room for price to move. We can come down, continue to fill this imbalance, and then continue higher, or again, we can come down as deep as these lows and still stay valid. Where if you had let's just say a 20-point stop, yeah, you'd be fine right now. You'd still be around break even, and you definitely hit a bigger target. But nonetheless, again, this is where I find it to be in my best interest. But again, if you guys missed London last night, we should call Marquee. I know Marquee have a 5-point stop loss. But if you guys weren't there for London last night, again, we killed it. It was amazing. Hopefully we can continue on with the day with another win here. But again, if you guys are missing London, you're missing London. Kind of sucks. Sorry, YouTube, I'm not paying attention to you. What's the strat? I mean, it's not like an actual name for it. I just primarily I think it's understanding multi-time frame analysis, and then I guess using SMC concepts in some way, shape, or form. Just, but price action and smart money concepts, I'd say. But I think the biggest thing, like when it comes to my system in itself, is understanding price action and understanding the fact that we move in waves, right? You guys see it all the time. We trend, right? And when we trend, what do we see? We see continuations, we see pullbacks, we see continuations, we see pullbacks. And a lot of people, yes, just wait for the continuation back down. But nonetheless, you still have to wait for the pullback to get the continuation to go further down. And in these pullbacks on lower time frames, you will still see structure react in a way or a bullish trending matter as it pulls back right here within this previous bearish leg. And that's exactly what we're doing here. Price had a nice bearish leg. We had a nice bearish trend down. But nonetheless, we're starting to flip trend, kind of showing some hesitation where I can expect that price is just at a higher probability to go ahead, facilitate a pullback into 50% before continuing its sell-off. Obviously, that doesn't necessarily mean I'm going to be correct. No. But nonetheless, more than not, I am correct just based off the fact that, again, it's just a higher probability setup. The one thing I wish we could have had here, which maybe we do have it on the higher time frames, is a liquidity sweep. I think a liquidity sweep would have ultimately made this. Oh, no, I hate when I fucking do that shit. Oh my God. What in the actual fuck? Hold on. There. Okay, fixed it. But again, going back to what I was saying, this is just my model. And one thing that I like to use, and I was using last night, is this indicator that I'm starting to build and just telling me, okay, what's the trade score on this trade? So I have 4 main things: higher time frame alignment, liquidity sweep, breaker structure and balance, and a retracement into 50%, 71%. Obviously, in this case, we didn't get a retracement other than here. We kind of use this as a break of a high, but nonetheless, we know that we have most of our confluences. We have higher time frame alignment, we have breaker structure plus imbalance. Obviously, 57%. In this case, I'm trading a little bit differently just based off the fact that I'm trading New York, or power hour, I should say. I do trade a little bit differently like last night. We can go look. I did take a loss to start the night, but we came back with a win. What did I do? I identified price was bullish within this range, took a entry at the 50% of this entire leg here. Obviously, price got taken out, and a lot of it was due to the fact that on my trade score, we did not have liquidity, right? We had liquidity, so it was a 75% trade score. Obviously, with this one, we took liquidity, rebroke structure, had to pull back into 50%. It was a 100% trade score, meaning, again, highest probability trade within my system, and it just absolutely fucking ripped, right? Making back everything. Obviously, it's a little bit different here, but nonetheless, wow. That was ugly. What the fuck? I'm going to break even, guys. I just don't like that wick Honestly, it's giving me signs that price could just be reacting off this order block. Either way, risk-free trade, kind of W already. The full TP didn't get hit, but I'm at break even. You guys could have definitely exited. We almost got hit at 101. Almost. Our 101's about right there, right before 50%. But obviously, we could end up holding into 50%, maybe a runner. But nonetheless, I wouldn't hold much longer just because of the fact that, again, price can just hit 50% and rip back down, right? We saw that last night, or actually, we didn't see it last night. But I see it all the time. But again, you guys can definitely start closing partials. I'm good. I'm going to go for the full 101. Even if it doesn't win, I'm at break even. I can't be mad. I had a really nice day last night. So, huge win again. Let's go, Damon. Good call and good explanation on the trade, bro. Of course. Of course. Again, like the biggest thing is just understanding structure, guys. Like it really, really is. Is my YouTube fucked, guys? Can you? Oh no, it's good. Just because, again, like price moves in waves. You'll see it all the time. You hear the phrases buy low, sell high. It's not just bullshit. It's really not if you actually understand it on a deeper, extent or a deeper level. You're chilling. Straight green. Of course, guys. Good shit, Nick. Of course, Frank, sir. Boom. TB hit. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. We're just trailing at this point. Either way, we're going to hit TP if it comes back down, but if it keeps showing that. All right, boom. That's solid. I think it was... Well, I've made 700 on the day because last night, again, made back losses. Why is it not going all the fuck over? Made back losses, got a little profit today. So not bad. Not bad. Fire, what is our power? I'm going to take this shit from Luca. I'm going to tell him, I stole that shit. Power is mine now, buddy. Power is mine. Now, but fire trade, guys, beautiful. Again, you can definitely continue to hold. I could have held a contract at break even, but nonetheless, again, like the explanation is I expect price longer term to continue its sell off, but nonetheless, it doesn't have to, right? That's why I'm so comfortable in these cases taking. I would dare to say that sometimes these pullback trades are at a higher probability because even though this 5 minute was bearish and we can expect price from a swing 5 minute standpoint to go lower, again, that pullback is pretty much guaranteed, at least majority of the time. And especially if we have a good structural system or a good structure within that internal price action, we know that it's a higher probability to rather take these buys up into 50% because we know we have a target. We know that price is structurally sound rather than waiting for the pullback, because at this point you see that price has pulled back. At that point, there's no saying that price is going to respect those levels, and we could just end up ripping higher. Again, like that, like if you guys notice, if you guys are on my London streams or ever traded with me, I think I make more money on pullbacks. I genuinely do. But at the end of the day, one thing I want to mention is almost everything is a pullback in some way, shape, or form. I can't say everything, but majority of the times. And like what I mean by that is, let's go to UK 100. Banged out UK 100 last night. DAX lost. Again, the same thing that happened with NQ. So much volume. DAX lost last night. These are my main pairs. This is where I trade my live account. But caught a banger here. A nice little 1 or 2. But again, what am I talking about? So let's turn off session indicator. And let's talk about this real quick. So obviously, in any way, shape, or form, I think you guys are always trading counter trend. Obviously, you guys always hear trade with the trend. And yes, I trade with the trend as far as the time frame that I'm trading on. Obviously, I want to be trend friendly, but nonetheless, I'm still counter trend to another time frame. So in this case, obviously, the 15 minute broke some lows. I was bearish within the 15 minute, right? Trade within the trend, bearish, great. But nonetheless, I was actually counter trend trading to what the hourly time frame told me because we were still bullish in hourly, at least from a swing standpoint, telling me, okay, that price one needs to pull back just like NQ today into a discounted level before continuing higher. But again, like the only example I wanted to give with that is like, if you guys are so stuck on like trade with the trend, yes, trade with the trend on the time frame you're trading on, but nonetheless, always be aware of the higher time frames because you're always counter trend to something else. And if you aren't getting the bigger picture, meaning like going back to this example, if I didn't understand that the hourly was still bullish, and let's say I held all the way to these lows, I'm probably going to lose if I would have held all the way to the lows because price is at a higher probability to one, pull back, give us the move we wanted, and then two, react off discount and to continue higher. If you're not aware of higher time frames, if you're not aware of multi-time frame analysis, you're going to get fucked over in those trades. Straight up, you are. 500 off 2 and 2 contracts. Let's go. Nice volume trade. I know that was some really fire volume. Trump must be talking shilly. That's what it felt like last night. Are you going to take another trade? No, guys. I'm one and done. That's the type of trader I am. Like, I'm in, I'm out. If we win, we win. If we lose, maybe I give it another shot if price like stays structurally like strong, like last night when I traded NQ. But nonetheless, price ran for, if you held into 71%, nice little 1 to 2, depending on where your stop loss is too, guys. Again, like, you don't have to have the same stop as me. Like, this was a situation where, yes, I could have had a 20-point stop loss and ripped a 1 to 2 for sure, potentially even probably a 1 to 4, 1 to 5. So again, it goes to show that even if you had a smaller stop loss, you were still good. Even though I had bigger stop loss, I still won. But nonetheless, again, like, I don't want to say it doesn't matter where your stops are. I think it matters. I think just based off my experience, I've never really had the best like situations when it came to having a set stop loss. Obviously, I had my bigger winners and it works. But I just feel better and feel more confident with my stop at levels where if price breaks these lows, I know for a fact, okay, I was probably just wrong. Straight out, I was wrong. I can accept it. My bias wasn't correct for the day. We'll go on to the next day. But if it doesn't break those lows, it tells me, okay, like, price is still strong within this overall bullish extension. We know that price in theory should continue higher. And again, my stops are in an appropriate place. Who got bombed now? I know. Why so much volume? Amazing pullback. Yeah, I know. Low 1K, fire Marcus. Just getting that urge out. Yeah, like, again, like, I expect price to short from like being within this. Like, from a long-term standpoint, like, we're bearish within the hourly. One thing to note, though, is the hourly has now facilitated a pullback of this previous bullish leg. But nonetheless, we doesn't necessarily mean we're going to stop there. Obviously, we're still bearish within the internal trend. We're still bearish. I know I just said always be aware of the higher time frames, and this is why I'm pointing it out. His price could use this as a fuel to go higher, took liquidity of these lows, came into discount. We could just pump, right? And that's why I say yes. That's why another reason why I would have rather taken this pullback than waiting for this potential continuation of the sell-off. Obviously, the sell-off can still win. We're still bearish within 5 and 15-minute swing standpoint. You guys get that. You guys see that clearly. But nonetheless, again, the higher time frames are usually going to overpower, or at some point it will. What do I mean? Yes, it could come down, but at some point I think price will continue back higher. Unless price is just willing to flip trend entirely, which at that point, we just play it lower. But we are having a crazy top wick. This happened last night, guys. It was actually weird. Like, middle of the night, same candle, 1 a.m., massive spike, pulled back, and then just absolutely ripped higher. And it fucked me over on DAX. DAX got the same volume here, 1 a.m., absolutely fucking ripped. Did not expect that. Barely took me out, and then absolutely ripped in my direction. But thankfully, I was able to capitalize here and kind of, I think I still profit like 1 hour. Bet there's still someone who blew an account. Oh my god, probably gonna trade again tonight. I'll be live for London, guys. We're super overdue to some bullish structure. Yeah, I've been super bearish for 2 months. Gotta take that. Yeah, at some point. It's indicator available. Everyone is still developing it. I'm still developing it. Are you ever going to release? I will release the indicator. And it's actually going to be like a little bit more in depth in this. Like, obviously, this indicator, again, like as of right now, it's just basically to give you a probability score. Again, with probabilities, that doesn't necessarily mean just because it's a 100% trade score, it's going to win. And it doesn't necessarily mean because it's a 75% trade score, it's going to lose. Like in this case, again, I would give the pullback here on the 1 minute a 75% trade score. Again, we can use this as like a break of highs, but nonetheless, we didn't have liquidity. As you can see, price drops down to a 75% trade score, meaning it's a lower probability trade. It's not the lowest, and it's not the highest, but nonetheless, there's still probabilities behind it that still push me to want to take it. Just because, again, if probabilities are in my favor, even if it's the slightest form, they're still in my favor. Therefore, I'd rather take the buys and waiting for the sells or just not taking a trade. Obviously, the best case scenario is if we would have taken liquidity, then we could have changed the settings. Obviously, liquidity sweep, trade score 100. And like what I mean by like when I'm continuing to develop this is it'll obviously tell you too, this is kind of in the works. Are we in premium price? Are we in discounting price? So you know, okay, if it says we're in premium price and sells are kind of lining up, okay, it's probably worth to take sells just because, again, you know you're at premium price. You know that when you're at a premium price, price is most likely to come down to a discounted rate after the fact. And obviously, if you have structure aligned in your favor, shoot. And again, like one thing too is like it'll auto kind of like another version will auto identify like fair value gaps. It'll auto identify swing highs and swing lows of the time frame that you're trading, just to kind of basically like make execution easy. Like it's basically you just come in, mark up, okay, I have this, this, and this. This is my swing high, swing low, fair value gap here. And it's just about executing. You don't really got to think about anything. It allows you to kind of mark your thing up. And again, like I know my system's different than everyone else's, but something I'm working on too is ultimately like customizing stuff for people, or having people customize stuff for anyone who's interested in just having it work or at least align with their system a bit more. We need Nick for all 3 sessions. I know. Yeah, Luke will be at Asia session, guys. Just send you the code. I promise not to sell it. But yeah, guys, like it's just gonna be something that I want to use for a while. Like I like using it already, just because like here's the thing, I don't need to use it. This is especially like this like first tier where it's just the indicator itself, or at least just like the checklist. That's mainly for people who are maybe struggling to follow your plan. Just because again, like anyone in their early stages, in some way, shape, or form, you're FOMOing, you're event trading, you're taking a different setup. Biggest thing. But if you have it right there, if you're following that, okay, like you at least know and have it on screen, I'm going to follow this. Like this, I need to follow this. The higher time frame alignment, I need that. I need liquidity, sweep, breaker structure, and balance. And obviously have your, a little bit more structural rules behind it, but those are the main things, right? And then from there, again, if you already have your fair value gap, if you already have your swing high, swing low, you don't got to do much work other than just waiting for your setup to give you confirmation as far as come into your entry area. It's really that simple. But absolutely love power hour. I know it ripped, but nonetheless, beautiful day, guys. I mean, it was an early trade. I mean, I was honestly planning on staying here for an hour, to be honest with you guys. But at this point, I don't know. At this point, I don't know. Oops. But how's your guys' week been so far? Tell me. Just hella happy sitting in the positives. I'm good, Antoine. Fire, I'm glad. How's your guys' week been? Good, bad, choppy? Some people have been telling me it's been choppy. Any holidays you planning? Well, I think I'm gonna go on a cruise. I'm gonna go chill in Mexico for a while. Then I want to go to Europe. Maybe near the end of the year, I'll probably go to Europe with Luca or something. But other than that, like I kind of want to lock in. Work with a lot of my students in helping them get to the next level, as well as continue to code this indicator, not just for me, but for you guys as well, especially like my students. It's something I'll definitely give my students. Just because, again, like it's something that I preach every day. Like, again, like have a plan, follow your plan. And ultimately, like the next biggest thing after that is journaling, I'd say. 1K day on 50K. Hell yeah, bro. Love that. Been revenge trading like crazy. I struggle with that at the beginning. A lot of it is probably due to the fact that you either don't want to lose money, or 2, you want to make money so bad that again, like when you see any loss, you want to try to come back and make a win. But nonetheless, revenge trading is ultimately in the long run going to hurt you more than it's going to help you. It really is. And just because, again, like, yes, at times you can appropriately take a second trade. Like, again, London session, I appropriately took this trade. I wouldn't consider it revenge trading because, again, it was still structurally sound, meaning I still had a good higher time frame bias as far as price going higher. 2, I knew that price probably just wanted to take liquidity, being that we just had London session open. We still came back up and showed good structural. We came back up and showed good structure. So therefore, in these cases, you can take the second trade. But if you're just trading because you lost, that's a different story. I took a second trade knowing the fact that I could lose again. But nonetheless, being that I was at a high probability on my indicator, there was pretty much like, it'd be stupid to not take it, truly. Like, I would be more mad at myself if I took it and lost. I'd be more mad at myself if I didn't take it and it won than if I took it and I lost. I could have cared less if I lost twice in a day because I can come back tomorrow, catch a 1 or 2, and we're back at break even. But nonetheless, obviously that wasn't the case. But again, revenge trading can be hard to deal with. I can't lie. It's just, you got to punish yourself. Like, you got to discipline yourself. Me and my parents want to go to Europe. That'd be fire. What part? Like where at in Europe? Crystal, you like that name, huh? Probably just want to go myself. Christmas will be lit. I blew 4 accounts doing this. Have to get out of your system. Yeah, it's hard. I really say like Damon's right. Paper trading can help too, but too like one of the biggest things that like I say help me is like eliminating like the money aspect entirely. I talk about this all the time, guys. Is obviously money's a really big deal, right? Like everybody is in trading to make money. It's like a no-brainer there. Hold on, is my YouTube still going? How deep, Nick? Wait, what? But everybody gets into trading for the money. I mean, that's pretty obvious. But that's actually where more people, I'd say, like lose than win, because they're so fixated on like the money aspect of things, and like I need to make more money, or I need to make this amount of money by this time, or I'm gonna risk big to make more money, or I'm gonna take another trade to make more money even though I already won. Like that mindset in itself is ultimately gonna hurt you. I'd say, and I tell all my students, like when you come in and start working with me, don't think about the money. If I hear anything about money, like no, like I don't want to hear about how much you made. Yes, it matters, obviously, at some point, but nonetheless, at the beginning or when you're just learning, I want you to be so focused on your system where it's just you come into the market, you execute based off what you know, you hit your fixed RR, or not even fixed RR, you hit your targets and you're done. No matter how much you made. Obviously, I still want you to have your risk in check. I still want you guys to understand risk to a certain extent. But nonetheless, like again, when you just focus on the process of just I risk this much, this is where I target, this is where I enter, just in doing that, you're going to make money. Just because at that point, you're now taking trading, or at least doing trading the right way. You're trading based off your edge and just following your system and allowing the money to come over time, right? Rather than focusing on money, it's just going to fuck your psychology. I'm telling you right now. Like that, I kid you not, like I remember vividly. And the fact that I remember this vividly is like the reason I give a lot of credit to the fact of like switching my perspective to that perspective I just talked about, as far as not thinking about the money. Is I was in the gym and I was listening to, I believe, a podcast, like some podcast. And like I heard that. And from like that day forward, I was like, okay, like I'm gonna do it. Changed entirely. I will have a free trading soon, Damon. I stacked 2 accounts. I don't know what to do with them. I don't have time until, oh my gosh, Crystal. Yeah, but it's like different because new traders have hella emotions when they start. Yeah. This would have saved me hella money if I had the type of discipline and emotions. Yeah, I feel you. W Nick, let's go, Nicholas. But how's it's not the same? Wait, what? I haven't had that MX Freak, but if that's something you came into contact with, which I haven't heard honestly anything about, just send a message to support, make a ticket. If trial and error to honestly find yourself actually being disciplined and following. Yeah, exactly. We aren't chasing money, we're chasing freedom. Yeah. Oh my gosh, there's so much to read. Sales are up next, potentially. I've gone through so many accounts and spent countless money on evals, but it's all probably draining to get to this point. Good mindset. Again, like I lost money too. Like, don't think I didn't. Everybody loses money. But like the way I looked at it is like I didn't go to college, guys. Like I started trading high school. I was, so fixated on the fact that I could have this lifestyle. And like my mindset around it was I could go to college and probably spend 40 to 60K, right, for schooling, or I could spend 40 to 60K on trading and potentially make way more than I ever would in college, right? Obviously, I didn't lose no 40, 60K, no. But nonetheless, it was just the mindset of where would I rather spend my money? If I'm going to get in debt, if need be, I'm going to get in debt, like obviously in a way where I know I can actually pay it back and have a great life. And that's where I just fell in love with trading. And then obviously had my losses at the beginning, but nonetheless, again, like everything I talk about is all from past experience as far as forgetting the money, focusing on the process, journaling. Again, I've been journaling since day one. I was journaling in high school, like when it came to my trades. That was like 3-4 years ago, probably 4. Yeah, we'll wait for 1250 candle. Now you're good, Damon. Nick, what's your best session London or New York? I'd say Honestly, Chuck, like I love London. I've like traded London all of last year when it came to like DAX and UK 100, and I love London session. I love it. I think the structure's so good, but nonetheless, it just has not been the best. Like March was not that good. As far as price action, April, obviously, like I can't say it's amazing. Um, like there's no complaints because obviously, like I'm still blessed to trade. But like the biggest thing is like start of year great. We happen to jump into a war. Next thing you know, things kind of get a little iffy. Price action's not that good, or I'm not seeing as many setups, or my A plus trades are turning into losers, which again happens even on the best months. But nonetheless, I think I favored London. But something I was talking about last night with my London people is potentially coming to New York as well, just because there is more volume. I can say that. Doesn't necessarily mean like structure is better, but there's just more volume. Last 2K my first 2 months, locked in third month. Oh yeah. Exactly. That's what trading can do for you. I love you, man. You took the trade, broke it down, and still talking to us, of course, bro. Again, like we took the trade early. I got time on my hands. I'm just chilling with Luca's dog right here. What's the thought on tonight's possibly bomb Iran? How would it affect trading tonight? Oh yeah, is he going to talk about something like that? Yeah. If that's going to happen tonight, I'm probably not going to trade. Just because one thing I noticed too is like on UK 100 last week or the last talk that Trump had, we had a like very like fundamentally, what's the word for it? I guess affected candle where we had a very large sell off, and obviously it fit within my system, but nonetheless, like I just don't really like trading those fundamental candles or fundamentally influenced candles, just because of the fact that a lot of times we'll just come up and take liquidity of both highs and lows, and it's not optimal. Like it's just like it does fuck the markets. I can't lie, guys. But I may not trade tonight. I'll probably be live though. For my first trade I took out to quit my job was 3K loss, and I found this group. Dude, I'm glad you found this group. New traders are trying to trade during the war right now are going through hell. Oh my gosh. There's going to be so many people that just like give up and shit just because it's like horrible trading. Entered ranked immediately. I know I've been seeing those. That's a great goal, J Money. I'm not saying nobody should trade, Nicholas, but at the same time, I'll probably like be very hesitant. Now I wasn't familiar with the platform I was using, so my lots. Oh fuck. What do you think, Nick? If you make a win, half that, and make that your capital, so either way you just make some of this to pass evil, especially when blowing so many. Just zero. Huh? What do you think, Nick? If you make a win. Mijik, are you saying you win, but you close at half? Reword it maybe. Yeah, I'm done for today. Almost 500 profit. Fire. I meant that you should have had risk manager practice. Yeah. I'm gonna wait for the 1250 candle. On other Discord chat? Oh no, Derek. Yeah, it's in general. You can ask him in here. Sorry, guys. Again, always type in general. What time do you trade London? Oh, sorry. Sometimes I don't read YouTube chat. I trade London at 11:45 p.m. PST. I go live then. We'll kind of mark some stuff up, talk for a bit, and then we're usually looking for a trade as soon as London opens. Same. I will go live on YouTube as well. Also within the Discord. So. Did I close right? Okay. I was like, what the fuck is he reading? How I become one of your students. I would say you can DM me. But nonetheless, I am working with some students right now. I am very select. Just because, again, like, I have limited time, so I'm very select with my time. But you can DM me. You should be able to just DM my thing if you click my name. You actually want to join and become my student? DM me again on Discord. But again, guys, beautiful trade. We're going to wait a little bit. I want to see what the 1250 candle does. I know Luca's big on that. And yeah, but again, I'll be back. I'm here this entire week, guys. So I want you guys to go get a fucking account. Be ready for tomorrow. Get a little discount code, Nick. Do yourself a favor. Again, I'll be live for London. We caught a banger last night. If you were trading last night, you definitely would have made a couple hundred. Trading with me today, another couple hundred. Hopefully tonight, depending if we trade. Obviously, it depends on what Trump says. Hopefully another couple hundred. Oh, shit, Derek. Oh, that's fucked. Why didn't that pop up how I wanted it to? Why is it being weird? Hold on. Let me resend. Yeah, bro. Of course, bro. Why is it sending like that? The fuck? It's pissing me off. By the way, that's the link to get a legacy account. Give me a fucking account, please. If you guys want to win a free account, again, like I post YouTube videos all the time, and every single YouTube video I have a free giveaway for a 100K account. So, is being a student 101 type shit? Yes, like that is partially 101, but I also work with other coaches as well that help you out. One of them is actually Luca. One of the other coaches is actually Luca, but again, if it's something that you want to talk about, you can always DM me on Discord until you have the stream. But yeah, Derek, go comment on my YouTube video, get a chance to win an account. I should be dropping a YouTube video soon announcing the winner, and then obviously that new video is going to have a giveaway as well. So it's Niicksfx here. I'll just send you my most recent video. It's a vlog, but the next video out is going to be about trading journals. It's going to be about trading journals. There. This one is, again, like you just need to comment 10 to the giveaway. Obviously, I'd say subscribe just because if you don't win in this giveaway, there'll be next giveaway, another chance to win. I'm excited to see the indicators. Yeah, it's definitely going to be something that I'm going to be using daily. I'll continue to talk with you guys about it. And then hopefully something that eventually like you guys can start using, just because it's just, again, like it's nice being able to see, okay, this is a higher probability trade. And then obviously in future time, like it'll show you fair value gaps or anything that may need to align with your overall system. A lot of you do identify fair value gaps, even if you're not trading them. I still, again, I don't trade them, but I still like to identify them and seeing if price is respecting off of these levels or breaking through these levels that, again, can most likely hold price at certain areas. And obviously swing high, swing lows. But 5 more minutes and then I'm going to be out of here. Who are the other coaches? It's me, Luca, and it's actually one of my older students. One of mine and Luca's older students. He is a beast. We taught him everything. He's getting payouts. He's super knowledgeable. And again, like the reason I talk about that is just because like that could be used. Like if you guys don't know, like I used to be Luca's student, right? Like it was more one-on-one, like personal based. But I used to be Luca's student. And then again, like that's the thing is like we want to build people up to the point where again, like you can start helping others. I think that's the beauty about it. That's what I was able to be blessed with and then continue to bless others with. So no, it should be one-time payment. It may be monthly, just because if you don't get a payout within a month, like, but I think it's a one-time payment probably now, unless it's like, I'll have to look right now. I subscribed on 3 if you're a G. 10% interest on that vid. Hell yeah, I appreciate that, Damon. Support since like February, I appreciate that. Salva. Like you went on a trade, close that trade, you're out of trade. So with that winning half, that amount of the last trade win, keep that as your say capital so you have a trade or a battery you can trade with. Yeah, so like if you win a trade, are you saying take a portion of that and use that as your drawdown? So, I mean, you can't lose more than what the half of your original win was. Is that what you're saying? I think that's definitely a good goal, but nonetheless, there may be a time where you take a win and then you lose 2 in a row. I think that's what you're saying. I could be so wrong. Activation fee on instant funded accounts, guys. There's none. Again, there's no evaluation. With regular accounts, yes, there's an activation fee, but again, just go check it out. Go check it out, it should say. That DAX step was nice on 1 minute for buys. It was, Michael. I ended up losing DAX last night, but I ended up hopping in UK 100 and bagged out a nice little 1 or 2. Oh, is there a lot of volume? Oh my gosh. Again, what it looks like is happening is the hourly is holding more strong than that internal bearish structure. And again, this is why I say it's very important to identify. Obviously, we can still definitely come up, fill this gap, and come back down. But it's very important to overall understand the higher time frame analysis, because again, like, yes, we were still internally bearish, but nonetheless, like, price may not continue or want to continue to sell off because we came deep enough within this area where we took liquidity, facilitated a pullback, and we could just end up ripping higher and making some new higher highs. If you're saying close profits, that's why I missed you trade last night. Yeah, it was the same as DAX. Oh, fire! You caught this NAS one. Let's go, Michael. I'm glad. NAS was fire. Well, I mean, I don't even have to stick around to the 50-minute. I gotta hop in a call, I think, here soon. But beautiful day, guys. Nice little win. 2 minutes. Should I wait 1 minute? I'll wait 1 minute. While I'm waiting, again, before I hop off, again, go follow me on Instagram, guys. I always post updates on there as far as indicator, spots for mentorship if anything opens up. Even post some of my life on there. So, did you take you go try it on the 5-minute? I believe it was 5 or 15-minute. Yeah, either or. 15-minute pullback, entered here. Obviously, price ripped. Nice little 1 or 2. DAX came up too high, wicked, but still ripped for a nice little 1 or 2. But again, lost that one. MacBook's gonna die. What the fuck? See, what's going on? There's just these random spikes, man. Like, this shit on DAX, like, why are we getting that right now? How many points is that? Nah, you're fucking with me. Wow. Basically a 300-point move right now on DAX. Like, it's 12:50 p.m. I mean, shit, we've moved 200 points on NQ. The last 45 minutes. So 12:50. Let's see, nothing crazy. Again, we have a lot of volume leading up to that. So DAX more volume during power than London session. Dude, honestly, it is. Gold spike too. Again, there's something going on. I don't know. Maybe someone's getting bombed somewhere, you know. I'm not like joking around. It's just the reality of things now, where something can be going on in the world like that. And, you know, we're just getting these random spikes. Like last night, I was tripping. I was like, why did we just get a sudden spike? No news, no nothing. And it wasn't just NQ. It was DAX. It was UK 100. It was Euro USD. It was GJ. It was GU. I was like, what the fuck's going on here? Like, it just didn't really make sense. I cut buying gold. Hell yeah. Quick little 300. Yeah, we know what's happening now. I'm still tripping. Yeah, with that being said, guys, beautiful day. Nice little win. Again, if you guys missed it, caught these NQ buys. I just got a quick little 1-1, but price is absolutely ripping. Could have potentially held into these highs. Caught maybe 1-3, 1-4, depending on where your stop was. My stop was a little bit bigger. Nonetheless, beautiful day, guys. Appreciate you guys joining up. I'll see you guys tomorrow or tonight for London, and then again tomorrow for Power Hour. So with that being said, I'll be live for London, 11:45 p.m. PST. I'm out of here. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Later, YouTube.